Good morning, Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Good morning. It is, what is today's date? Today is the 12th, July 12th. Waiting for my sound check here to go live. There we go. Let's see. There's a notification going out. Good morning, Facebook. Perfect. Sound check done. Know you can hear me. Notifications out. It is July 12th. Jamie and I had a great weekend. The restaurant was busy. A little slower yesterday. It was understandable because of the rain. Jamie and I and a bunch of friends went to Bashakill Winery to celebrate our anniversary, our 23rd wedding anniversary yesterday. Celebrated at Bashakill and then came back. Had some oysters here and a little bit more wine. So it was a great day all around. So it is Monday morning, July 12th, 7:15 a.m., and I got some viewers coming on board here. Just drop comments as you're tuning in. If you're tuning in live, drop a comment, #live, or in the replay, #replay. Want to talk about the last incredible review we got. We get lots of great reviews. We get some bad reviews too, but this last review was just incredible. Incredible can go both ways, by the way, just so you know. Always thought if somebody asks you how you are, incredible can mean either way. Incredibly terrible, incredibly good. Great. So this last incredible review, it's just crazy what us restaurateurs put up with. It's just insane, and how people internalize things. So, and we had a lot of fantastic reviews. I mean, we got a lot of 5-star reviews this week. We probably got like, between all the platforms, we probably got like 12 or 15 5-star reviews this week. And I wish more people would leave reviews, because people leave here so happy and amazed by everything. And but a lot of times people only write reviews when something's really, really wrong. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, John. So the last review here, I'll jump right into it. Just came in yesterday. It was from a couple that was in on Saturday night. So here we go. We really love eating here. In fact, we've written many 5-star reviews about our past experiences. But what we really love about this place is their amazing wine list. Marcus and Jamie handpick great quality wine from small independent producers. Most of these wines are very hard to find and high quality. And on top of it, they have 30 wines on the list for under $30 a bottle. A real bargain if you ask me. And during COVID, they had a great selection of $9.99 wines to go. Our last experience here, we ordered this great Napa Valley Sauvignon Blanc that retails in wine shops for almost $30 a bottle. And you could actually buy the full bottle at Aroma Time for $39, just over $10 more in a restaurant. That's unheard of. And in other Hudson Valley restaurants, it would have easily been a $55 bottle and probably $75 in New York City. We ordered 2 glasses, and Patrick asked if we wanted a full glass or a glass and a half. Now the glass is a full 6 ounces here, not 5 or 4 like many other restaurants. And they use real crystal stemware, also not easy to find at restaurants. So a glass and a half is a whopping 9 ounces. Keep in mind a full bottle is 25 ounces, so you can see how big this glass actually is. But he explained to us it's much better if we bought the full bottle. It's a better value. He did misspeak and say it was $29, but mistakes happen. It was really $39. We ended up sticking to the glass and a half situation. I just lost my spot here because something came in on my phone. We ended up sticking to the glass and a half. Actually, the glass, Patrick felt bad that he misquoted about the original bottle price and actually pulled $22 out of his own pocket to make up more than the difference. Yes, his own pocket. Great food, great service, and amazing staff. And now I'm writing this great review about Aroma Time, and especially Patrick for going above and beyond. I will definitely order a full bottle of wine next time I'm here, whether it's $29 or $39. It's all a fantastic deal. We live in Napanock, so it's great to come here, even on a budget. All right? So I'm going to tell you, that's not the review they wrote. Here's the review they actually wrote. I really enjoy eating here. So what I did was I wrote a review that I thought they should have written. I really enjoy eating here. The food is delicious and the service is great. This is a real review. Unfortunately, we felt very misled the last time we ate here. We ordered 2 glasses of wine at the bar, and we were offered a regular pour or a glass and a half. We opted for the glass and a half as we were feeling festive. Little did we know that the glass and a half pour was $21. Now, Patrick 100% all the time offers for the full bottle. This is where the discrepancy came from, the $10, because it's a better value to buy a full bottle at a restaurant, in most cases. We had 3 glasses, and it came to a total of $63. This is not Manhattan, and in fact, I've never paid $21 for a glass of wine in Manhattan, or $63. They've never even paid $63 for a full bottle of wine, for that fact. It would have been nice if the bartender had told us, as we are not wealthy and would never agree to something like this. When we saw the bill, we were floored. Yes, we got a $22 credit, but that's only because the waiter gave us wrong information on the full bottle and felt bad. In any case, suffice to say, I will never order another drink here. I will never order another drink here. The waiter should have told us the price and the glass and a half, not to assume that we are the type of people that throw our money away. Very disappointed. And they gave us a bad review online. I don't, it's crazy how people internalize things. So they obviously don't know anything about wine, which is understandable. You don't need to know anything about wine to have a nice glass of wine or no. But here's the thing. Like I mentioned this to a couple restaurant friends yesterday, this review, because I take these things very personally, and so did Patrick. Patrick was like, I cannot believe they wrote this review and gave us a bad review online. He goes, I admit I misquoted her $10, but I pulled $22 out of my own pocket to make up for it, and I offered them the full bottle, and I told them it was a better value. I actually told them, and they told me no. And the wine list is right in front of them. The wine list is right there. You can see there's no hidden prices on our menu ever. I can't stand when you go to a restaurant. This drives me crazy. When you go to a restaurant, oh, tonight's special is, a veal chop, lobster, whatever, this and that. And their menu prices on their menu for entrees are like $20 to $30, but their specials are $40 and above. This happens a lot in places. They just overinflate their special prices. And the waiter never tells you the prices. And we've never done this. We might have done it when we very, very, very first opened. But even people that are there to spend more money, or that quote unquote wealthy, want to know the prices. We've never ever done it. It's full transparency on our menu, and I can't stand when we go to a place because I'm like, well, actually, how much is that? And I don't mind spending the money. Just let me know ahead of time, right? So the menu's in front of them. Patrick offers them the savings, this great savings, and they say no. So, do you think it's our right or do you think it's our responsibility every time somebody orders something? Like, let's say we went to a 10 top, and somebody goes, I'd like the ribeye steak, and you say, well, that's $29. I'll have a side order of kale. That's $6.99. Do you think it's our job to repeat the price back every single time somebody orders something, so they don't have a discrepancy? No, the menu is right there. It's clear as day. The menu is right there. So, and Patrick admitted, hey, I misspoke, because most of our wines by the glass are literally, if you buy them by the bottle, they're literally $29. We have 30 wines on our list for under $30 a bottle. And during COVID, we did all these $9.99 to-goes. Folks, our wine is an amazing, amazing price. Our wine is an amazing price here. We went to a restaurant the other night, 10 minutes from here. We got barely a 5-ounce pour. It's probably a 4-ounce pour. We paid $14 for the glass. Now, I know what that bottle costs. That bottle is a $9 bottle all day long. It's a $9 bottle. I'm coming from the distributor, $8 bottle. We paid $14 for barely a 5-ounce pour, barely. Our pours are 6 ounces. And I understand that people don't know, but don't go online. I mean, call me and say, hey, this is what happened. I would explain to you what happened. But the review really should have been like in a totally different perspective, because Patrick went above and beyond, pulled $22 out of his own pocket because he felt bad he misspoke about just $10. But to say you're never going to order another drink here at all, and where are all the 5-star reviews that you've had in here before? Because you love the food and you love the service. I don't see those reviews. And you live right down the road in Napanock. So, I don't understand what gets people to go in and just jab other businesses online, especially now, during or after the pandemic. I mean, restaurants have struggled. I think it says, I think it would be extremely rude to repeat. 100% you don't repeat prices back. Because then people might feel like, well, do they think I can't afford this? Like, people think like that. Well, why are they telling me the price back? Do they think I can't afford it? So, this is just one person's perspective that they have to actually just blow up online and put online. And it's so unfortunate. that I have to deal, that Patrick has to deal. Patrick was floored when I read this to him. I said, Patrick, what happened with this $22 credit on the wine? And he goes, oh, nothing. You know, they left happy, this and that. I took care of it. I misspoke about $10. And when I sent him the review, Patrick was in tears. He goes, I would have never suspected they would have written a review like this on me. I would have never suspected. They didn't mention his name, but it was with Patrick that it happened. And Patrick was like, I'm so shocked and floored. And Patrick's like, I'm so sorry. My Patrick, it's not your fault. He's like, I let you down. I'm like, Patrick, you didn't let me down. You pulled $22 out of your own pocket because you misspoke. It was unnecessary to begin with. You could have used house money for that, right? There's a budget for that. But that's how much Patrick cares. And me, I had dreams on this review last night. Like, I had a dream on this review that like these people walked back in and wanted to see me, and I listened to their whole story. Then I went to repeat myself, and I went to do my angle of the story, and here's what the wine really costs, this and that, and that they walked out on me. They didn't want anything to listen. So I actually had a dream about this. So this is how much Patrick cares. This is how much we care. And for people just to come in and do that, it's just it's crazy, just insane. It's like I've said before, like two children. Same family, same childhood. The one has therapy the rest of their lives, and the other one's like, I had the best childhood ever. No need for therapy for me in the same household, right? So, I understand people don't know good wine. I don't expect people to know good wine. But one thing we always do is we always ask you want to taste? If you come to the bar, I don't know really what I want. I usually drink this. We'll be the first ones to put a glass on the counter and give you a sample and taste it, because it's important you have the right wine in your glass. And the reason our glasses are a full 6 ounces here is because Jamie and I cannot stand going out to a restaurant and getting these short pours. It drives us crazy. And we literally, for 5 ounces the other night, barely 5 ounces, and not even in a good wine glass, in a little short glass that wasn't even a wine glass, a $14 glass of wine. It was just like, I was ouch. But I know that's part of the game. I know going out, that's part of the game, and that's how restaurants work. So literally, this wine, I looked it up on Wine Searcher. It retails for $25, $26, $27, $28 a bottle in a wine shop. We paid $19 for this, and we had to buy 5 cases to get this big deal discount at $9. Also, $19. Else it would have been $22 a bottle. So $19 bottle cost us. We're serving it for $14 a glass. A glass and a half is $21. That's an extreme bargain at a restaurant. That is an extreme bargain. Most restaurants are buying wine. If they're paying $8 a bottle, they're charging $12 a glass. So you see the ratio? They're charging a ton. For one glass, it's not even a full 6 ounces. They're getting 1 to 1.5 times per bottle. And I understand that we understand this. Restaurants make their money on wines by the glass. There is no better way to get ripped off at a restaurant than to go and buy something by the glass. That's the best way to get ripped off at a restaurant. I can guarantee you that. That is the highest profit thing on a wine list, is a buy the glass. Restaurants love by the glass. We always give a discount by the bottle. We always give at least a $4 discount. Now, even more since COVID hit. We literally lowered our most of our house wines by the glass are $29. We actually upped our game and got some really awesome wines for $30. Like we've never had a section on our wine list before. We've had that many wines for under $30. It might have been like 2 wines here, 2 wines there. Folks, we have 30 wines on our list for under $30. Under $30. Wines that we've personally been to the vineyard, wines that we know the owners, wines that are from small distributors, from small producers, wines that are not $4 or $5 a bottle wholesale, wines that are $10, $12 wholesale a bottle. For that price is insane in a restaurant. It's insane because restaurants, I've always said that if you want the best value at a restaurant for your wine, typically the best value, you want to spend like between $60 and $70. Think about it. The other night I went to this restaurant. I got a 5-ounce pour. So there's 5 glasses to a bottle. I paid $14, right? So 5 times 14 is what, $65 for a regular house wine, nothing special. So I'm paying about $63, $62, right? I could have upgraded to a Barolo, a beautiful Italian bottle Barolo for $79. So for $15 more, I could have bought a bottle of wine that cost them $20 more. But I didn't, because I was just getting one glass of wine, and I knew that's the deal and this and that. And I said, oh, yeah, this place gives these short pours. But literally, if I would have spent $80, I would have gotten my best value at this restaurant instead of a $14 glass and gotten barely 5 ounces of wine in there. If it was 5, maybe it was 4. If it was 4, then I would have paid, $70 by the bottle. If I went by the glass, 70 something bucks, $72, whatever it is. And for $8 more, I could have gotten a full bottle of a world-class Barolo wine that is just, amazing, And in New York City, that bottle would have probably been 100, 120 or whatever. But up here in upstate, it's a little different. So I could have scored big time. So folks, if you want the best value on a wine list, you need to spend a little more than the house wines, because that's the single biggest profit margin on the wine list is by the glass. Restaurants love that, and they typically buy very inexpensive, cheap wine to fulfill that. Not all restaurants, but a lot of restaurants do. So, Jamie and I love wine, and we want to still serve high quality wine. It just, is terrible that people who don't know that. So this is like that classic thing that I'm totally being judged here by somebody who has zero clue about wine, and they're going online and bashing us, and they have zero clue on wine. And so the review that I wrote. So if you're just tuning in, I'll read these reviews again. If you're just tuning in, so here's a review that I think they should have wrote. We really love eating here. In fact, we've written many 5-star reviews about our past experiences. But what we really love about this place is their amazing wine list. Marcus and Jamie handpick great quality wine from small independent producers. Most of these wines are very hard to find and high quality. And on top of it, they have 30 wines on their list for under $30 a bottle. A real bargain if you ask me. And during COVID, they had a great selection of $9.99 wine bottles to go. Our last experience here, we ordered a great Napa Valley Sauvignon Blanc that retails in wine shops for almost $30. And you can actually buy a full bottle of Aromatime for just $39. Just over $10 more in a restaurant. That's unheard of. And in other Hudson Valley restaurants, it would have easily been $55 and probably $75 in New York City. We ordered 2 glasses, and Patrick asked us if we wanted a full glass or a glass and a half. Now, the glass here is a full 6 ounces, not 5 or 4 like many other restaurants. Not 5 or 4 like many other restaurants. And they use real crystal stemware, also not easy to find in other restaurants. So a glass and a half is a whopping 9 ounces. Keep in mind a full bottle is only 25 ounces. So you see how big the glass actually is. But he explained it's much better for us to buy the full bottle. It's a better value. He did misspeak and say it was $29, but mistakes happen. It was really $39 a bottle. We ended up not taking his advice and sticking with the glass and a half situation. Actually, the glass and a half. Patrick felt bad that he misquoted about the original price of the bottle and pulled out $22 out of his own pocket to make up more than the difference. Yes, Patrick's own pocket. Great food, great service, and amazing staff. And now I'm writing this great review about Aromatime, and especially Patrick for going above and beyond. I will definitely order a full bottle of wine next time I'm here. Whether it's $29 or $39, it's all a great deal. We live in Napanock, and it's so great to come here even on a budget. Dora. So that's a review that somebody who knows about wine would have written. If you know about wine, that's the exact review you would have written. Somebody who doesn't know about wine would write this review, which is the actual review, and giving us a bad rating. I really enjoy eating here. I really enjoy eating here. The food is delicious and the service is great. But where are the other 5-star reviews about this? Unfortunately, we felt very misled. We felt very misled the last time we ate here. We ordered 2 glasses of wine at the bar and were offered a regular pour or a glass and a half pour. We opted for the glass and a half as we were feeling festive. Little did we know that the glass and a half pour was $21. Folks, it's 9 ounces. $21. We had 3 glasses for a total of $63. This is not Manhattan, and in fact, I've never paid $21 for a glass of wine, or $63 for a bottle for that matter. Based upon what I paid the other night for not such a good glass of wine for 5 ounces for $14, this is like an insane bargain, right? It would have been nice if the bartender had told us, as we are not wealthy and would never agree to something like this. Meantime, the menu's in front of them. They can read the menu's in front of them. We saw the bill and we were floored. Yes, we got a $22 credit. That's only because the waiter gave us wrong information on a full bottle and felt bad. Patrick felt bad that he misquoted them $10. So when they were shocked, sick or shocked, he pulled $22 out of his own pocket to buy them one of the glasses. Patrick pulled $22 out of his own pocket to take care of this, which he didn't need to. He could have taken $22 out of our register and done it, but that's how Patrick is. Yes, we got a $22 credit, but that's only because the waiter gave us the wrong information on the bottle. Felt bad. In any case, suffice to say, I will never order another drink here. I will never order another drink here. The waiter should have told us the price and the glass and a half and not assume that we are the type of people that throw away money. Very disappointed. People that throw away money. If you go to another restaurant and you spend $10 on a glass of wine that the bottle costs $4, you're throwing away money. You're throwing away money. Don't get me wrong. We had a lot of 5-star reviews last week that we sent out to our staff. We had a lot. We almost got like 10 5-star reviews last week. It was great. But then you wake up to this. You wake up to this on our anniversary, and this was driving me crazy because I'm being judged by somebody who has zero clue, and they could have at least given me the courtesy of having a conversation with me about it. Like, why is your wine $21? Well, I'll explain to you. I'll be happy to explain to you why our wine is $21 for a glass and a half, 9 ounces. When you go to the store and the bottle's going to cost you $30 in the store, and you're going to for $9 more you can buy it. You can buy it. So, Karen says, in today's world, people have made a choice to be downright stupid and self-important. They prefer to blame any and everybody for their own shortcomings. These are sad times. People are so lacking action. Right. So now, if I were to every time somebody ordered something on my staff, every time you order, I'll have the ribeye steak. That's $29. Which is not $29. It's $19 or $21 now. I'll take the salmon. That's $17.99. Like, that would be rude and like condescending to people. Like, well, what do you mean? Why are you telling me the price? I can afford it. I have the menu. I have the menu in front of me. Either you're going to think that if you start repeating prices, I understand if there's no menu there. And this is the tactic I've always done. If somebody goes, you know what, Marcus? I want a nice bottle of Merlot. Can you pick me out? People say this all the time to me. I want a nice bottle, and because they're with 4 people, they're 6 people. I don't know if they want to show off or if they just want to take charge. I don't know. I'm not there to judge. But always people do this. This happens a lot. So they'll say to me, I'd like a nice bottle of Merlot. I'd like a nice bottle of Chardonnay. So what I'll do is, your choice, Marcus. So my choice could range from a $29 bottle to a $109 bottle, right? And if I drop an $80 bottle of Chardonnay on their table without letting them know, but I can't say to them, right? I can't say, well, how much I never say, how much do you want to spend? I never say that. So what I do very tactfully is I go back to the table with the wine list, and I go to the wine list and say, this Chardonnay, and I point over to the price, is fantastic, and this Chardonnay, and I always give them 2 choices, right? A low and a medium. Right? That's what I always do. And they'll look at the wine list. They can see the price now without me announcing in front of their 4 guests, do you want to spend $80 tonight or do you want to spend $30 tonight? Because that's improper, right? Totally improper. So I'll say, there or there, these are 2 great Chardonnays. And they'll look and they'll point to what they want to spend. They'll always point to what they want to spend. And I know that now there's my budget without making a big deal and without announcing to the whole table that the host just ordered a cheap or an expensive bottle. That's the host's decision on that point now, right? So that's how we do that if there's blind pricing. But nothing's blind priced. The menu's in front of you. You can see they had the menu. And when I look on the cameras, the menus were right there in front of them. They were looking at the menus. Like, the menus were right on the bar. They sat at the bar and the menus were right there. So it's not like we pulled any punches. It's not like we took advantage. I can't stand when you go to a restaurant and you're like, yeah, and they give you the most expensive thing. Our team knows you do not do that. You do not give the most expensive thing. You give them choices, and you let them decide. There was a guest in here that came in, this is 7, 8 years ago, for lunch. They order a $9 glass of wine. Jamie starts talking about wine because they're interested about wine and this and that. They ended up ordering a $109 bottle of wine for lunch. Because the more information we gave about wine, the more fascinated they were. And the more the story was alluring about how we've been to the vineyard and Montalcino and this and that. But they made that decision themselves to do that based upon more information that we gave them. Because they were asking for a wine. They were like, what do we drink this? We drink that. And, so, well, here's something by the glass and this and that. And, this wine here, we know this. So Jamie just filled them with a story. So you went from an $8 glass, which is a $32 bottle, to a $109 bottle. But they were the ones who made the decision on that. we didn't make the decision for them. They made the decision based upon all the facts that were presented to them and the story that was presented to them. So that's how that works. So we do that. We're very transparent. And it's a shame that people have to go back online and bash. And they live right down the road here. They live right down the road. I mean, their full name is on the review, Dora something, Claude David or something, and they live right down the road here, and they've been in. And it's just like, if you've been in and you like us and you think the staff is great and this and that, and Patrick totally fixed the situation. Patrick knew he messed up by $10, just $10 he messed up by. And he actually offered them. I heard him last night. I'm sitting at the bar, and I heard him at a table last night. It's a better value if you buy the full bottle. So we tell you that. Maybe we don't say that every single time, but it's a full. But if there's two people at the table buying the same wine, if you're both going to drink the same wine, because sometimes you'll have a four top. I'll have a Chardonnay, I'll have a Pinot Grigio, I'll have a Merlot. Then at that point, there's three different wine palettes at the table, and they're probably not going to want a full bottle. But if you're looking at the Chardonnay and you see $10 and you see the bottle's $29, it's right there, clear as day. But if three people order Chardonnay, my staff is most likely going to say, it's better value if you actually buy the bottle of Chardonnay. And people say, oh, yeah, of course. Some people say, oh, no, we're only having one glass and that's it, which is understandable nowadays or any day. So that's the unfortunate situation here is, this person who's judging us and going online knows zero about wine, and somebody a wine aficionado or somebody who just knows about wine and goes to the store to buy wine. And it sounds like, well, it said, they're, well, let me read their review, because I didn't read their review if you're on and you're catching this towards the tail end. So just read the review I thought they should have wrote. Here's the review they really wrote. I really enjoy eating here. The food is delicious and the service is great. Unfortunately, we felt very misled the last time we ate here. We ordered 2 glasses of wine, and the bartender offered us a regular pour or a glass and a half. We opted for the glass and a half as we were feeling festive. Little did we know that the glass and a half pour was $21 a glass. That's a glass and a half. Maybe I did just read this. We just had 3 glasses for a total of $63. This is not Manhattan. In fact, I've never paid $21 for a glass of wine in Manhattan, which, folks, for a 4-ounce pour, I've paid $20 easily for a glass of wine in Manhattan. You can get cheap wine in Manhattan, but if you go where there's real wine, or they put thought into it, it's not. It's expensive. I paid many times $20 for a 4 or 5-ounce pour in Manhattan, and I'm the last one to order a glass of Manhattan. As soon as we look at a bottle, best value. This is not Manhattan. In fact, I've never paid $21 for a glass of wine in Manhattan, or $63 for that matter. It would have been nice if the bartender told us, as we are not wealthy and would never agree to something like this. Well, if you're going to a restaurant, you're not wealthy. Okay, if you're not wealthy, you look at the menu, look at pricing, or you ask. You ask, so you're not sticker shocked. I mean, it's not like you wouldn't go to a car dealer and test drive the wrong car and then say, well, you sold me the wrong car. No, the menu is right there. The sticker price is on the car. Sticker price is on the car. You don't start driving the wrong car and then say, well, you tricked us. We wasted 2 hours here test driving a car we can't afford and running numbers. No, you say, this is my budget, or you look at the price and say, no, this isn't for me. I do that all the time. I say, no, that's not for me. I don't want to spend that kind of money today. It would have been nice if the bartender had told us we're not wealthy. When we saw the bill, we were floored. Yes, we got a $22 credit. Yes, Patrick fixed this for them. Patrick went above and beyond, pulled $22 out of his pocket to fix a $10 discrepancy because the waiter gave us wrong information. It felt bad, but I still feel necessary to go online and just jab Aroma Time and jab Patrick and make this worse, because I think I know something about wine. And I'm going to let everybody else know online that they totally ripped this off. Even though I know nothing about wine, and even though they fixed it and gave us $22 credit, I still feel that I need to go online and let people know how terrible this place is and how terrible, and they rip you off and this and that. It's just insane. It's just insane, mind-boggling. And I can't fight reviews like this, by the way. Reviews like this that go up, I can't fight it. I cannot fight this review. And somebody said the other day, they wrote the most stupidest review. You can tell it was a fake account. I can't. You try to fight these reviews, and very, very rarely do they get pulled down. I mean, the review the other day was a 1-star review from somebody who obviously doesn't like me, who doesn't come here. They don't like me. They put up a fake name. Could have been a competitor. Could have been whoever. But I can't fight these reviews. Like, it's so insane. And they had like a totally fake name. Google's more legitimate because you have to use your own name. Yelp, you can use any name. You can use any screen name you want on Yelp. Facebook, it's you, right? Unless you're using a fake name on Facebook. But Facebook, you have to use your real name on Facebook. And I've actually seen people that have, like, we used to have an Aroma Time, not only fan page, but we had a Aroma Time account, like, so a regular, like your personal account. We had a personal account for Aroma Time, which is totally against their policy at Facebook. If you read the policy, you find out it's against them. I would tell people for years, because restaurants still do, and businesses still do, they have these personal accounts in their business name. And I told people for years, I'm like, you're gonna once when you get caught, they're gonna take your account away from you. They delete your account, and you're gonna lose those people in that account. Well, it happened to us years and years and years ago. It happened to me because I knew firsthand, and they wanted me to provide like a driver's license, a government document with my real name on it, and my real name's not Aroma Time. My real name is Marcus Guiliano, so I could not provide documentation saying that I was a real person with the name of Aroma Time. So they deleted my account. And I would tell people, don't do that. Don't do that. Start with a fan page, but it's better with a personal page because you get better views, you get better reach. You can communicate to people better. You can see their birthdays. You can see so that personal page was personal page with your business name on it was nice because you had better marketing capabilities or better reach capabilities, and that's why people did that. Or if they didn't do it, if they didn't know, that's one of the reasons you would have done it if you didn't know. If you did know. And sure enough, I had 4, 5, 6 restaurant friends that said, Marcus, you were right. They deleted my account. I lost all those people there. I was lucky enough to get it merged and merge everybody to my fan page. But if you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to get it merged. So I had it merged to my fan page and was able to save all those people. But some of the people were duplicates, right? Because you're a fan of us and you're a friend of us. But I don't know how I got off on that topic. It's 7:45. I've got to get going. It was pouring out this morning when I came into my office. Pouring. The mats outside, the carpets are floating in the alley here, and it was just pouring. It doesn't sound like it's raining now. But that's it, folks. Hey, Albie. Thanks, Joel, for tuning in. Thanks, Karen. Hi, Cheryl. Billy. Of course, Aileen, I talked about before. Kate. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Cheryl, for sending stars. I still don't know how to redeem those stars or what it actually means besides a little bit of money. It costs money to get stars. I know that, so thank you. Apparently, you to make up their ability to read and think, Karen. All right, folks, have a great day. Our $9.99 special this week is, I have no idea what our $9.99 special this week is. Last week it was Thai peanut. No, it was Mongolian barbecue chicken, $9.99 takeout. I have no idea what it is this week. We'll figure something out here soon. Maybe we should do salmon again. I don't know. Prices of everything are just through the roof. I mean, it's just insane what prices are. So we're gonna try to keep doing our $9.99 as long as we can hold prices at a certain level. But our prices on our regular menu they're gonna have to go up. Unfortunately, I did a Facebook Live on that yesterday. They're definitely gonna have to go up. It's very unfortunate. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Everybody have a great day. Hi, Julia. Good morning. I'm getting ready to sign off here. I know it was a long Facebook Live. Had a bunch of people on. Thank you, everybody, for all the engagement, the comments, the likes, and the support. Have a great day.